Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all really well. Today I thought I would talk to you guys about my hair and about what hair colours I've been over the many years. I know this video is probably going to interest quite a lot of you, so bear with me. I've been many different colours and I'm going to be posting some super old photos here in this area, so yeah, do watch out for those. The first one is a good one, doesn't even look like me at all. Also, please excuse the noise in the background again because Shadow's snoring. We're still waiting to get his operation done for his breathing, and after that hopefully I'll be able to film in silence, but yeah, until then you're gonna have to deal with the snorting because I have to. Anyway, let's go back to the start. I naturally have dark brown hair. So you can see my roots here, well, a little bit of rootage, but yeah, super dark hair. I've always had brown hair. I kind of mixed and matched different dyes over the years. I'd go like a reddy brown one week, and then I'd be like a purpley brown, and then like a light brown or a super dark brown, kind of bordering on black. Yeah, I tried out a lot of hair dyes. I probably started dyeing my hair from when I was about the age of 13, 14 I'd say, but again it was just messing around with brown hair dyes. Yeah, so I'll insert a picture here. This was shortly before I experimented with bleach. Yeah, it's super dark as you can see, and yeah, I loved the whole emo fringe swoop thing. It doesn't even look like me, I'm so freaking pale. But also, I don't know, I've got very good jawline in this photo, so maybe this was before the whole double chin phase. But yeah, I don't know how old I am here. I reckon I'm about 16 maybe? 16, 17, maybe even 18. Maybe I was 18. Possibly. Not sure how old I was. But anyhow, I had dark brown hair. Then, moving swiftly on, I started experimenting with bleach. I don't know where I got this idea from, I cannot remember, but because I had that kind of side parting emo swoop thing going on, I decided to bleach this front part of my hair here, literally just this section, and then the underneath section of this side. Did it myself. Did I do it myself? Yeah, I did it myself at home, just with like a, I think it was like a Schwarzkopf got to be dye or something, bleach one, and yeah, I actually quite liked it. It's quite funky, it was different, no one really had the hair like this, and it really suited kind of that emo swoop fringe thing going on, and I'd have my hair straight, curly, and it would always look pretty cool. And then let's go to October 2009 was when I bleached my hair. Did it at home by myself. I used a box hair dye. I went to Tony & Guy, and I remember them saying it was going to cost me like hundreds of pounds, and they weren't gonna bleach my hair completely. They wanted to do 6 lots of full heads of highlights, and you know, you just like, that just is too long and it's gonna cost too much money. So I just thought, you know what, I'll just do it at home by myself. £5 hair dye, and yeah, I think I probably got a few of them, and I actually went to our local kind of hair wholesale shop that anyone could go to, and I got a 9% volume, I think it was, peroxide bleach, which I mixed in with the hair dye box. So I took out their peroxide liquid that they had in the hair dye box and used a stronger one. And yeah, I mean, it's safe to say it was a little bit orange, but I went with it because I wanted to be blonde, and I knew eventually I'd be able to tone the kind of brassy orangeness out. So yeah, you can tell in this photo, like the top part of my hair was really fine. It was like pretty white, but the end of my hair was super orange. You can also tell in this next photo as well, at the bottom of my hair it's super orange. So I did actually bleach my hair probably about 5 times when I first did it, which is super bad, but it lasted for about 5 years, which you'll see moving on. So yeah, then eventually I got it to a nice clean kind of blonde. I did my roots myself at home. I do them every sort of 2 to 3 months, and yeah, I was blonde, which was good. It's what I wanted to be, and I really loved it. Then moving on a few years, I went to uni and my hair grew quite a lot. My hair always grew really fast, and I was surprised that it grew that quick having bleached it, but yeah, I loved it. It was long, it was blonde, it was great. I had kept my roots for, you know, a few months. I liked having a bit of root. I felt like it really suited me, especially because I had dark eyebrows. And yeah, I would still continue bleaching my roots at uni. Then, the first ever time I coloured my hair, well, a different colour, so like an actual colour, was in April 2012. So I had bleached hair for about 3 years, and then I started experimenting with colour. I think Instagram had just kind of started peaking then, and everyone was using it for their like everyday photos, and obviously you could search hashtags and things, and I remember following a few fashion brands and the trend seemed to be kind of coloured hair, so I gave it a go. I was at uni, so I could do what I want, and yeah, I really loved it. And the first colour I tried was lilac. I think it was a Directions hair colour. I ordered it online. I loved it, went down a treat with everybody on Instagram and my friends, and yeah, it was really fun. And that was kind of the start of me experimenting with my hair. So the next time I dyed my hair, I did a lilac into a mint green ombre. I had super long hair, so I could mess around with it, and I did this myself. I always experimented with these hair dyes myself. This didn't actually last very long, but it was fun. It probably lasted like 1 or 2 washes, but it was fun to do, and yeah, I really liked that. And that was later on in 2012, I did that to my hair. Then moving to the beginning of 2013, I then dyed my hair mint green. So this was probably when I realised that I liked blues and mint greens. But yes, so as you can see, how long is my hair? It's so long. I think I could sit on it back then. It's ridiculous. And yeah, loved having the mint green colour. As you can see, a few little pics of me here, styling it different ways. I had a love of huge bows. Don't know why, just love accessorising my coloured hair with bows. That was, yeah, that was probably when I mean, you can see that I have a love for hair and hairstyles and hair colours back in the day, so that's kind of why I do these sorts of videos and tutorials here on YouTube and my Instagram, because, you know, I've always had a love and passion for my hair. Then moving on to the middle of 2013, so we're sort of around summer now, I decided to go pink. I think I used a Crazy colour or Directions colour here. I'm not quite sure, can never remember because it's so many years ago now. Although I can't believe it was only 5 years ago. That's mad, like only 5 years ago my hair was like this. I miss my hair being long though. And yeah, so this is when I dyed it pink. There's a few pictures here that I'm going to show you. It was super long, but then wait for it guys, this is the next one. It all fell off. Summer 2013, so the end of summer, my hair started breaking off from from this length actually, so from sort of shoulder length, just below shoulder length and down, it all started breaking off. And I think that was the lot of hair from below was when I had bleached it all those years ago. So 2009 to 2013, that's how long I had really long bleached hair for. So it lasted quite a while, but I guess I didn't look after it very well. There wasn't really Olaplex or any kind of, you know, those sorts of shampoos and conditioners and repairing, you know, masks and things you could get back in the day. So yeah, sadly my hair broke off. It was awful. I had to go and get it cut because it just did not look great. It looked like I was wearing scraggly hair extensions, and I had to get the chop. So ever since then my hair has been short, so it wasn't too bad. So I also went back bleached. So I went back bleached blonde, and I had mid-length hair. So we're going to November 2013 now. You can see my roots were starting to grow, and I really liked that look. So I kept that kind of root into bleach, kind of dip dye look. I loved it, kept it. It was on trend at the time. So as you can see, we've got December 2013. My hair was starting to grow. And yeah, I really like the root look, and you know, I kind of just left it like that for a while. Then we go to the beginning of 2014. I kept doing my roots. God knows what this hairstyle is. I have no idea. I look ridiculous, but I think it's because I loved the whole root thing, but the rest of my roots was getting too much, so I bleached the underneath of my hair but left the middle section of roots. What the hell was I thinking? I do not know. So yeah, I had that hair for a little bit, and that was when I kind of started really blogging and doing my style posts and everything. So this one is of me at London Fashion Week. This is another one of me with my roots. You know, they were quite long, they were going to sort of my eyes, and I blended the hair dye. I would dye my roots and then blend the hair dye into the blonde, just so it was kind of a bit natural looking and blended very well. And then we go to April 2014 was when I went for the bob. I went for the #lob hairstyle that was on trend. I went for the cut. I think I tried a like bob wig on about a week before this photo, and I was like, oh, I really love it. And I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna do it, because I never really had like a style when it was kind of mid-length. It was just mid-length hair. It was just pretty boring. I think I had a few layers, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get it all cut to one length. And that was when I did it, and I loved it actually. I really, really loved it. And then Kylie Jenner did her whole dark roots into the teal. Yes, I copied her. And that was when I kind of started going back to my dyed hair. I can't remember what dye I used for this. I think it was Directions again, or Crazy Colour. It was one of the two. And yeah, I really loved it. Another photo here. So again, you can see I kept that dark root in, and I really, really did love this hairstyle. It's really fun. And yeah, as you can see, I was clearly inspired by Kylie Jenner. And then you can see I started doing more of my blog posts outside. I don't know whether you followed me for a while and you followed my blog and my outfit posts, but you can see I started shooting outside and I kept up with that hair. So I had that hairstyle for a while. So this photo, we're in 2015 now. So I've had this hairstyle for a good year. And then April 2015, shortly after that last blog photo, I decided to get rid of the roots. I wanted to go all over one colour. So I got rid of the roots and I went all over a mint green, pretty similar to what I've got now. And then the next month, May 2015, I decided to go more of a dark kind of tealy colour. I love this photo. This is actually my profile picture for quite a while. Yeah, so I went more of like a darky kind of turquoisey tealy colour. Really loved it. Moving later on to 2015, we're September now, I experimented with yellow hair dye. It turned the ends of my hair lime green, but I loved it. Yeah, I just kind of experimented with the dip dye kind of style, hair looks, and that is what I went for. I literally just added yellow on the ends, and yeah, really cool. Then I got chatting to Not Another Salon, and I went in and they created this amazing hairstyle. So I went more of a green now, instead of that bluey colour. So it was more of a green. We went for green roots blended down into lime green ends. Super cool hairstyle. This one went down a treat actually. Now moving on to early 2016. Now you might remember me posting this photo. This was when I went to Paris and I shot with L'Oreal Colorista, and this is the indigo shade that I'm on the front of the hair dye box for. So this was when the bluey kind of colours started. So obviously this is more of like an indigo, a bluey purpley colour, but this was when the blues started for my hair and I kind of left the green side. Then we're now in the middle of 2016. I had to get my roots done. I managed to get rid of the hair dye. My hair was pretty blonde, so I thought, you know what, I've always wanted to have unicorn hair, and I messed around. I went into my bathroom and I grabbed like every single colour that I had hair dye in my bathroom, and I just took strands and I dyed them and I ended up with this. It was super cool. Sadly only lasted about 1 or 2 washes, but I did love it. Here's another photo here. It looked well cool, curled. Yeah, really loved that hairstyle. Then we're going on to July 2016. I cut my hair off again and I went for a shorter bob, and I went all back blonde. So I'd cut off that sort of rainbowy ends and I went blonde for a little while. Then we go back to Paris. I worked with Colorista again and I went for this look. I used their turquoisey tealy colour on the top of my hair, and the underneath I did my indigo. I really love this. It was funky, it was different, and again it was a bit creative and I got to experiment with 2 different colours. Then we go to October 2016 and I go back indigo because I really loved that colour, and yeah, and it was different, it was dark, it was nice for autumn winter. Yeah, so I went back indigo. Then we go to November 2016. Now this is when I did this split hair dye tutorial that literally went viral on YouTube. It's on like 4.2 million views now. I'll pop a link below if you've not seen it. I went split hair. I can't remember what dyes I used. It was either Crazy Colour or Directions, and I went like a blue, like a dark blue and a teal. And yeah, I really love this. Sadly, it didn't last very long. The dark blue side kind of just ended up merging and being the same as the other side. So for a split hair, it wasn't too bad because it didn't take me months to get rid of the two colours. It kind of blended very well. But yeah, I like that. Now we're in January 2017, and you can see I'm going with these dark blues again. So I've gone a dark blue on top, blended into my indigo purpley kind of L'Oreal Colorista shade at the bottom. So I was experimenting with that dip dye hair look again. Then we are in April 2017, and my hair's long. I got micro blondes. I'd wanted hair extensions for a while. It was my first time going to Coachella, and I just thought, you know what, this summer I want festival hair. I want long hair. I want to be able to mess around with it and do lots of different, you know, hair tutorials and looks. Even though actually in the end it was difficult because the bonds showed a lot and I couldn't do much with the hair. But it enabled me to experiment more with hair dye. And as you can see here, I've got blonde into kind of ombre bluey purple ends. And yeah, it was a really fun look. So I kept this up into May, and the ends of my hair eventually went kind of like a bluey colour. And yeah, I really like the kind of blonde roots into blue ends. Now we're at the end of May, and I collaborated with Lime Crime and I tested out their unicorn hair dyes. I think they'd recently just launched, and this is my first time using them. And because I had blonde at the top and blue at the bottom, I thought, let's go a really crazy colour on top, and I used their Neon Peach. And I went Neon Peach on top into blue on the ends, and I friggin' loved this. And this was the start of my love for orange. Moving to the middle of 2017, I got rid of the hair extensions, and because my hair at the top was that blonde, I decided to try out pink. Because I'd got rid of all the blue and everything, I thought this was my time to experiment with other colours. I was getting married, obviously, the following year, so 2018, and I knew I was going to go back blue for the wedding, so I wanted to kind of just try out different colours that I'd never done before, or I hadn't done for ages, and I hadn't showed you guys. It allowed me to create lots of different content, so I went back pink. Shortly after that though, I then experimented again, and I went pink into orange. I freaking love this look, really love this look. Then got rid of that, and I decided to go yellow. Just fancied it, always wanted to be yellow. This sadly didn't last very long, and also I had to do another collaboration with another brand that wanted me to dye my hair. So moving swiftly on, I was back pink into orange. I did really love this look, and I am actually kind of missing this orange colour, but sadly because my hair's stained blue again, I'm not going to be going orange for a while. Then November 2017, this was what you guys were waiting for. I hadn't been blue for so long. I went back blue, but I went back with a bang because I did a dark blue into lime green. It was super cool. Then we're January now, January 2018. I went like a silvery kind of all over blue. I really love this, and this is actually, this is my profile picture now. I need to check. Is this my profile picture? This is currently my profile picture. Then I got my roots done in February 2018. So this year, I don't know why I'm saying 2018 because it's this year. So February this year, I got my roots done and I loved it. And I was like, do you know what? I've not seen anyone with blonde roots into hair dye, like a hair colour. So I kept that for a while until my roots started coming through. And then when my roots started coming through, I went all over blue again, and I had this for Coachella. And yeah, and then since then I've had blue hair. I had blue hair at the wedding, and then this is just a fade out of the blue from the wedding. I got my roots done, and then yeah, I've just been this mint green for a while now. I am going to be dyeing my hair very soon, so actually I've probably already dyed my hair when this video's gone up, so do check out my new hair on my Instagram. And yeah, that's it. Those were my many hair colours and hairstyles. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'd love to know which one your favourite was, so please do comment below what your favourite hair colour was, or yeah, there's many to choose from. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, because this has probably been an interesting one for you guys to see the many hair colours that I've been over the years. I've been a lot. And I've tried many different brands. I don't use Directions anymore, just as an FYI. I tend to use Colorista, Lime Crime, or Crazy Colour. They're kind of my top. Well, actually Arctic Fox I've used before. That was Arctic Fox Yellow. So those sorts of brands, very, very current brands, I tend to use now. And I kind of steered away from Directions because I don't know whether that contributed to my hair falling out back in the day. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video, I guess. Peace out.